First of all, you don't have any friends. You are a self-centered egomaniac who doesn't give a bleep about anybody apart from himself. Besides, what makes you think you could just walk in here and take things from my store?
Couldn't I just pay you later?
Pay me later? Pay me later? How the heck are you gonna pay me back, smartass? Or did you finally, after all these years, get a real job? Did you?
Well, not exactly, but...
Isn't it enough that I still let you live at my place? That I still feed you? And I guess you think you're thanking me by letting me get rid of all the junk and garbage you produce every day. Why am I still putting up with this? I mean, really, why do I still do it? It's not like we're still... Oh, this sucks! My blood pressure! I have to meditate. Breathe in, breathe out. Hands off.
All right, all right. Ah, ouch! Hey!
Okay. My bad. You have to get her to meditate so you can hear
Ouch!
yourself.
Look at that!
Ah, such a tiny wound, and what a great pleasure. That is to say, wait a minute. You dirty rat. Did you try and steal hooks from me again?
Tony, please, I'm bleeding to death here.
If there was even the slightest bit of hope that you'll ever learn from your mistakes, I'd say, suit yourself. But unfortunately, you've proven once too often that you'll never learn. So here you go. Just take the key for the first aid kit and get out of my store.
If you didn't nag all the time, maybe I'd be able to listen to what you're saying for a change.
Alright, my bad. You do have to click the vouchers so she meditates and you click the hooks. I thought that was later, but I was wrong. So, right now the grinder is not important. But it will be soon enough. And from here we can go... let's go to Wenzel's
This is
house.
Wenzel's house. He'll be flabbergasted when he hears about my newest adventure. I bet he'll be pretty disgruntled, because he decided not to come with me. He'll start shaking and get crying fits. Why am I not as cool and daring as you, Rufus? I also want to experience such great excitement. But deep down in his heart, he knows that he just isn't cut out for this. He'll get seriously depressed. Oh boy, I really hope he's home. Wenzel!
Hey, Rufus. Back already? That was
I told you,
really
all these guys
fast
are
this
complete
time.
assholes towards
Yeah,
this
yeah.
guy.
This time,
And
I
like-
almost made it. Unfortunately, like so often, my human kindness got in my own way.
Of course. That
Darn
darn
human
human
kindness.
kindness of yours. It's always getting into your way, right?
Indeed.
You never get anything done anymore.
Well, there are just too many humans.
They should all be.
Drowned in the Red Rust Sea. Exactly.
That darn
Human kindness.
By the way, thanks for all your stuff.
What? Wait! Isn't that my chest?
Well, you said I could have your stuff if your plan works out.
But,
And your plan did work out. You just said so yourself, didn't you?
yes, but...
Well, that's settled then.
Now, from here, you don't have to click any of these.
how the hell did you manage to open the trunk?
This just gives
Well,
us backstory.
all you have to do is disengage the child-proof lock. But the only thing in there was this weird stick.
And you tell
That's
me
my
it's a
father's divining rod.
You think so? Legend has it that it always brought him luck. He found the water vein Kuvaq's built on with this very rod.
Yeah, well, if my father really always had that much luck, then why didn't he manage to take me along when he left Deponia?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Later.
Exactly.
He didn't want to open the crate, but that he couldn't open the crate. So it's a testament to his intelligence that he couldn't open a childproof lock.
True, but that's no different than my father, who couldn't remember that the car needed gas, and he's an engineer for the Navy. So, you can try to take the divining rod. He keeps telling you to keep your hands off. From here, we go upstairs to the bathroom. The only thing that's important in here, if I remember correctly, is this furnace. This furnace leads up to his chute, and there's a cover on his chute. And the other thing too I missed the first time is there's a sponge here. So you gotta pick up the sponge. It's very important. And this furnace here you'll use later. So we'll go back to the living room, and from here we'll go to the basement. If I remember correctly, there's nothing important here. The only thing you have to take note is this pipe. If you click it, he's going to tell you he needs to do something with it, I believe. Or
If my impeccable sense of orientation doesn't fail me, I should be under the shower right now.
and this is important because of later events. So we'll go back outside and we'll go to Tony's house now. Now this takes you to the tunnel where we were earlier. This chili pepper is still here. This is important. So we'll go to Tony's house. And since we're coming through here, we're going to take this sponge and we're going to put it in this pot.
I don't like the direction this is taking at all.
And you'll eventually get a wet sponge. You have key to the first aid kit, so let's go up to the first aid kit. And using the key on the first aid kit, you're going to get tranquilizer. This plays a part later too. So, another interesting tidbit: the bolt cutters are still here. You can't pick them up, but they're still here. So we'll go back behind Tony's house where we originally launched the pod. Now from here, you have to pick up the handheld flame torch. And there's this dud rocket. Also, you have to go pick up this funnel. I missed the funnel the first time. This completely ruined everything for me. And if I'm not mistaken, you never have to come back here again. And I don't think you have to come back to Tony's house again either. Because the only reason you had to come here was to get the pot. So we'll go back to the village center again. Now, we're going to go back up to the alley. And we're going to click on this detonation plan. Or, well, I'm sorry, we're going to put the magnets on the detonation plan. And it's going to bring up this chart. Now, how this works is you're going to set off an explosion. Now, the reason we want to set off an explosion is those 3 people in the town hall. This is something we skipped. Is you're number 66 on the list, and the people in line are 65, 64, and 63. And Wenzel is actually 62. So we want to get everybody out of the way. Now, if you remember, I told you to make note of the hats that the people had. So we're going to place the magnet here because the one lady had the fan on her hat. We're going to put the other magnet here because the guy in the middle that didn't have a definite hat, but it looks a lot like his. And this third magnet is going to be placed here, I believe. I think this is it. And now, I don't see the resemblance of a pickaxe anywhere except for the fact that the indicator that there's an explosion right here, that is the pickaxe. So you want to put it here. So we're going to hit the back button and we're going to ring the bell.
Oh, the blast signal. Take cover! Imminent blast!
Also get an achievement for that on Steam.
And you get an achievement for completing that on Steam. For getting it on the first try. And so we go back to the village center. And you see that there's this red light here, and here. Now, another interesting note, you cannot go back, once you get these 3 houses picked, you cannot go back and change the detonation plan. And once you get to that, you know you picked the right 3 places. But if you pick the two houses that are right and 1 house that is wrong, you can still change all 3, I believe. I think you can. So, once you get all 3, you can't change it because you don't need to. Then we're going to go back to the town hall. and we notice that these 3 people are gone. Now, I missed this. There is a number 63 on the floor. This is very
I would have
important.
earned the 1, but I guess the 63 will have to do.
Now, we should go talk to
Hello,
Lottie.
Lottie.
You two.
You too? Dear me, what a day.
Oh, wait.
I'll
we're gonna
skedaddle.
talk to him.
Don't let the door hit you.
Go to the mayor's office? I can't remember.
Stop right there! Where do you think you're going?
I'll go to Elysium with gold. In that case, you're in the wrong place. This door leads to the mayor's office, and access is
Strictly by numbers only! So draw a number or bugger off!
This Tony person is really funny. So, my bad. From here... Forget, I think we have to go to Wenzel's house? And talk to him about the Elysium.
What's up?
If you use the number 6...
Have you heard about that woman from...
Who has it? This wouldn't have anything to do with...
Hey, you know me. Where...
All right. There really does seem to be a connection.
Later.
Exactly.
So, I was wrong. We have to go back to the town hall. Or, if you're following this, hopefully you did not leave. And we're going to use the number 63 on Lottie.
Wrong! You'll be...
You'll be after the next. It's Wenzel's turn before that.
That's why it isn't your turn yet!
But I didn't skip that. There's a couple bugs with this game. I did not mean to skip that. So, there's also a different part of the game where everything goes to German. Because it is a German-based game, and there are a couple glitches. From here, after you pick up 63, I guess we can do that real quick. We'll go back to the front town gate, and that sound of the sign of the cow you want to place on the bulletin board. And it's going to make the bull turn around.
Brilliant idea, Rufus. What could a lonesome bull crave more than a well-chilled glass of gnat's piss? Okay, I'll use the cow. Main thing is that it worked.
Since we're here, we're going to use this wet sponge on the windshield, and it's going to clean it.
Ugh. Is this really necessary? Aww.
We're going to look into the windshield, and he's going to tell you a couple things that you have to remember.
The seats are covered in tasteless pink leatherette. A puppet is pirouetting in the corner, and on the driver's sign it says, Sugar Puff. Stupid name.
So you have to remember that the name Sugar Puff, the fact that they like the color pink, and they like ballet. These are the 3 important things you have to remember. Now, I think we have to go to Wenzel's house. Or no, actually, let's go to Lonzo. We'll talk,
Poor Lonzo. He'll be lost without me when I'm gone.
we'll talk to
Lonzo.
Lonzo.
Yeah?
And
Did
Talk
you
to
hear
about
about
the
the
girl.
stranger? The girl?
Yes, but I don't care. Don't tell me you want to start quarreling about her with all the other idiots.
Well, you know me. I'm always the first in line when...
Idiots are quarreling.
Yes.
and then you have to click something that there's something on your menu that can give someone a real boost.
Do you have something that can give someone a real boost?
Since when are you ordering coffee? Did you break Tony's coffee machine again? How often do I have to tell you that you don't filter oil that way?
No, this is not about simple coffee. I need something that really, really makes you wake up. A kind of ultimate pick-me-up. Lonzo? Are you okay? Okay, just forget I ever asked. I'm off.
No, wait a minute. I think I know
wait a
exactly
minute.
what you need.
For some strange reason, I can't unhear how to pin you on a stick. See, I find this very weird that this espresso machine has got an organ built into it.
Oh boy, this is it. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Hey, wow! You have pipes, tanks, valves. It's a thing.
This is an espresso
Espresso
machine.
machine.
But this is not just any old espresso machine. This is the mother of all espresso machines. I tuned it myself.
And you wound ribbons into its hair?
Indeed I did.
Okay, but one question remains. What exactly is this espresso?
Well, to be honest,
Espresso.
I'm not sure myself. I think it's a kind of highly concentrated coffee the people of prehistoric times drank it.
Uh-huh. And then they forgot to switch it off. I see.
I built the compressor following all the instructions that I found. Unfortunately, the pictures were pretty blurry, but I think I figured out what ingredients are needed. Take the recipe. It's right next to you on that bar stool. If you bring me these ingredients, we can start brewing. In the meantime, I'll have found my life insurance policy. I hope. I'm so excited!
So you're gonna pick up.
Scroll. Okay. I need clear, reviving, and energy-rich water. The coffee powder must be black, stimulating, and made from hot beans. None of these things can be found in Kuvaq. Never mind, though. Being a master improviser, I bet I can find plenty of alternatives.
So that's the recipe you need for the espresso. The espresso is going to be used to wake up Goal, but the espresso will actually be used throughout the game. Before we leave, make sure you pick up this red curtain. I think... Yeah, so we'll leave to the alley. And the emergency station will open.
What was that? Oh, the emergency station is opened again. Well, that must mean I can choose the more daring options now.
Now, go to the emergency station. And I actually found this really interesting. This is one station for 3 different occupations. Because the doctor, can't remember his name now, that kind of sucks. He's with the Q. Gizmo, that's right. Dr. Gizmo. He is the doctor, police, and fire department. Now, first things first is the doctor section. You want to go pick up this dissecting scalpel and the dentist drill. Yeah. And you're going to pick up these balloons from your inventory and you're going to fill them with laughing gas. Now, before anything else, we'll go back out here and we're going to pick up this parrot because you're going to use the balloon with laughing gas on the parrot.
Your parrot doesn't seem to be feeling so well.
Holy cow! He's completely knocked out. How are we supposed to detect dangerous fumes now?
It's always the same. The warning light is the first thing to break.
You can take the bird if you want to. He's useless to me like that.
And the reason I took that now was just for the sake of time since we're here. Because if not, we're going to have to keep coming back for balloons. So, go get yourself another balloon filled with laughing gas because you really need one. And as soon as you get the balloon with laughing gas, combine it with your hook. And you get a balloon with hook. Now that we're done with this, come over to the lever and push it down and you'll get to the police station.
Gizmo isn't here. That means I can fiddle around with his occupation modes unnoticed.
Now, you're going to see that there is handcuffs up here you cannot reach. And there's this, well, police box that's got a...
It looked much lighter lying in that cupboard.
It's got a foot fetter in it. Now, there's this key here. It's a lockpick. You cannot reach it just yet. But